Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is the BF Weevil, and I'm about to find out if it'll off-road. Yes, will it off-road in the snow is done for now. We'll revisit the snow the next time it reappears in GTA Online, whether that be for April Fool's again this year or late this year for the holiday. But we'll see. We've got everybody lined up there. Actually, everybody's in BF group appropriate vehicles. We had a couple Fisters and a couple BFs. And of course, in real life, that all falls under the VW group, and I fall off the track because of understeer. Very unconventional lines out of the Weevil. Yeah, our sport vehicles are running exactly how they should. And of course, you can be one of those support vehicles two ways, two things you need to do. First, play on PC. That's kind of where we record. But second, join the Vainglorious Discord server. We record on Sunday afternoons, not every Sunday afternoon, but pretty much every Sunday afternoon for Will It Off-Road. And of course, that means you can also join in Twitch live streams. And yes, I do live stream every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. And then we also have a Saturday 1 p.m. community stream on Twitch. Though I am thinking about maybe doing the community stream on YouTube. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, of course, you'll want to be playing along with Will It Off-Road Bingo. There is a link in the description down below. You just click that link, go to that web page, click on generate a new card, and then click or tap as various things happen on the screen. And if you get bingo, then by all means, put bingo down in the comments. Because we want to celebrate some more bingo winners. Man, it really looks like it's about to start to rain. In fact, I think it does start to rain at the top of the mountain. I think we took nearly an hour recording this car because of the rain. And then we couldn't do the damage descent because it was nighttime by the time we waited on the rain. So yeah, it was a lot of waiting around. Thankfully, for those that get to see the behind the scenes video, I did edit it down so it's not like an hour and 20-minute long video. Left in a lot of the shenanigans, but edited down a lot of the wait time. And you can see that behind the scenes video where you hear our Discord conversation and see the bits of the video that gets edited out. And you can do that by, one, you need to be part of the Vainglorious Discord server, link in the description down below, and it's also probably popped up on screen by now. Maybe not, I can't remember. It might be coming up. But, number two, once you are part of Discord, if you link your Discord to your Patreon, Twitch, and or YouTube, and then become a Patreon supporter, Twitch subscriber, or YouTube member, you don't have to do all three, just one suffices, you can gain access to the Vainglorious supporters channels on our Discord server, where I post the link to the behind the scenes video. Haven't really talked much about the Weevil. We just did this a few weeks ago in the snow, and most of the same things are true here. About the car, except the bushes seem to be far, far deadlier. Still couldn't get that turn right. I know it's possible because I did it coming up for the damage descent. I managed to get right up, no problem. But sadly, wasn't happening today for this climb. So it did add a little bit of time. We have a couple of Avengers over there. Did add a little bit of time, but we're finally up 3 minutes, 24 seconds. So will it off-road? Yeah, and there's the rain. Yeah, we had to wait 17 minutes for this rain to stop, which is why the next scene is going to be much, much later in the day. That makes the Weevil fourth in compacts. It is two and a half seconds slower than the Issy Classic, but it is 7.5 seconds faster than the hateful little car from Benefactor, whose name I do not speak, and that I blow up every time I see one. Because I hate that car. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Also makes the Weevil 187th overall out of 290 vehicles that we have tested for Will It Off-Road. Slots it in between, interestingly enough, the Liberator and the Yoga Classic 4x4. Kind of an interesting group for the Weevil to be among, two off-road style vehicles. But hey, this is my more like Street Boy Racer inspired Weevil. I don't have a rally one. I may get a third one and throw some off-road tires on it, make a rally version. I don't know. I love this little car. It's a lot of fun to drive. But maybe one of these days. I'm kind of limited on garage space, though. I'm really hoping that the next DLC gives us 1 or 2 more garages again, because I need it. I am pretty much out of space on my first character. My second character still has, gosh, a few hundred slots available, I would assume, because my first character has, like, counting planes and everything, like, close to 300 vehicles. It's like 280, 290. But my second character only has, like, 190. So, plenty of room on my second character. Sadly, all the vehicles come out I want for my first character because they fit into collections better there. Anyway, so for the controlled descent, the Weevil's not bad. It's just you got to be careful with the brakes. It does not have very good stopping power. Thankfully, in the dry, you do stop a lot quicker than in the snow. But it looks like all my support vehicles have fallen well behind. They must be having some issues back there. As for me, this has been easy. Matter of fact, I probably got a little too much speed going. Yeah, got a little too much speed going there and kind of lost control. Understeered a bit, overcorrected, and then I wound up oversteering. And then there's the lack of brakes kicking in, so we're just gonna go this way and pretend nothing happened. Yeah, that works for me. Yeah. So coming down to the last little bit of dirt here, back on the pavement. And probably going a little faster than I should. Yeah, and then this thing just understeers. There's no grip on those front tires. Because one, they're tiny, skinny little tires. But two, there's no weight up there. All the weight's in the back of the car. So those front tires really struggle for grip. But we are down 2 minutes, 58 seconds as Hobo just kind of drives by because there was a truck in his way. Instead of doing his normal jump. We waited for morning so that we wouldn't be doing a black car at night for the damage descent. You may notice there's only one Avenger there now. We actually shot them both down while we were waiting overnight, and then Hobo decided he wanted to get his back. So you may also notice that some players are bright red for their going psycho thing. That's because we may have murdered each other a lot while we waited on top of Mount Chiliad for the sun to come up. And there may have been lots and lots of murder. I'm pretty sure I posted a picture in the Photos and Selfies channel of the Vainglorious Discord server, just kind of showing one of those murders. It was kind of funny because Donkey got killed by a stone hatchet, and he had a good 4 seconds that he could have turned around and shot the person coming up on him very clearly with the stone hatchet. Kind of stuck on a boulder here, but he didn't, and instead he got stone hatcheted right off the side of the mountain. It was pretty spectacular. His body went flying. It was amazing. This thing is taking a beating going down this mountain. I'm surprised we haven't really shed any body panels. What's really weird is the rear windows. If you notice, they're shattered, but the only parts missing are tiny little rectangles in the middle of each one. And I know somebody else is in a BF Weevil on this same run. I don't remember who. Actually, there's Donkey. But one person commented that their windows were doing the exact same thing. So I'm not sure what's up with just little rectangles breaking out on the Weevil. Who knows? It's Rockstar. There's no telling what they get up to. These two up here are having a bit of a grudge match, as they always do. Donkey and Sven are constantly after each other. I get caught up in the melee and knocked aside, but that's okay. It's all right. Kind of not the best hill climb there, kind of going the wrong direction. But we are down in 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Let's take a look at the damage on the Weevil. Broken windows and the doors and the front won't close. Other than that, it's in pretty good shape. Yes, there's still calamity taking place all around me, as you can see. It's just, this is just how these two always are. And there's Hobo. I think he was trying to ram Sven, but missed. Anyways, we'll take a look at our support vehicles. A couple of them are empty because two people are off fighting one another. And here's a view from the back. Later, all those cars exploded. Don't remember how. But that brings us to our next vehicle. The Grotti Itali RSX, one of the 75 Italis in the game. No, we've got like, what, 4 Italis in the game? I don't know. Sports car, all-wheel drive, suffers from a lot of understeer. That's pretty much all you need to know about the RSX. It could probably turn in a much better time than it does. I still don't know how that taillight got popped out. Somebody must have hit the car like right after it spawned. This car suffers from all-wheel drive understeer. Also suffers from a bit of torque steer on launch. As you can see, when we first launched a minute ago, 14 seconds ago, when I got on it, it pulled really hard to the left, and I had to correct that to not slam into a sign. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to say about the RSX. It's kind of, it's a nice car. I like its looks. I like my paint job, though I still do need to fix it. I need to get rid of the pearl on it and change it to something else. Just doesn't quite work. It's a little too blue in the pearl. And put something a little more, not blue, more silver or more sparkly, but not with that blue tint. It doesn't work with the yellow accents on the car. I don't know what pearl's on there. It may be a blue pearl to try to get a nice silvery look or a nice metallic look. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. I can't remember. How long has this car been out? God, I just noticed that the wheels clipped through the fenders. I just saw that for the first time just now. That's disappointing. Kind of cut that corner a little bit, but it was due to understeer, so we're going to pretend that it was totally legit approach on that corner. I do try to stick to the trail. The guys that are in the support vehicles, they can do whatever they want. I try to stick to the trails so to get as consistent a run as possible between each vehicle. Sadly, because this thing does have torque steer and a lot of understeer, I can't really open it up to its full potential. With all-wheel drive, it should grip really well. Of course, the plants aren't helping. I hate that, Rockstar. Get rid of that. Hitting a bush, yeah, okay, fine, should slow you down, but pull off to one side in a dead stop like they do, no, come on. Rockstar, fix that. Like now. Sure, slow down. Dead stop, no. It's just, it's so annoying, so frustrating. You can see the RSX isn't going to get a bad time, though. I mean, it's doing really well. And, of course, you can see, well, as I say that, we fall off the trail. You can see the times that all of our tested vehicles have turned in the link down below. It takes you to a Google spreadsheet with the cars broken down, just 1 through 290 by ASCENT, plus all the other stuff we haven't tested yet is in there with just the bottom. And then it's broken down by class, and then you can also see the 50 cars that we have tested in the snow. We are up, taking out a hiker in 2 minutes, 32 seconds. So will it off-road? Yeah, I mean, most all-wheel drive sports cars, supercars do fine. Other than the fact that they struggle on bushes, they tend to do okay. It's just the really super powerful ones that can be an issue. Keep an eye on that red carbonizer. Commander has a nice red carbonizer. I can't remember if it's this run or if it's at the end of the damage descent. There's another carbonizer right there, and I'm like, wait a minute, Commander? Yeah. So we're heading on our way. You may notice that there's a pink blip. Oh, ow. Those dudes got taken out, and I got a 1 level for it. But you may notice there's a pink blip kind of off the trail. That's because Sven shot Donkey with an up-and-atomizer, knocking his car all the way down to the missile silo from the Doomsday Heist that's back behind the mountain. That pretty much everybody has forgotten about until right now when I just mentioned it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, that is back there. Because I'm the same way. I always forget that it's there until somebody mentions it, or I see it myself. I'm like, oh, I forgot that was there. But yeah, it's one of those things. Understeer kicking in again, couldn't quite get around that corner. Handles nicely over that uneven bit though. But yeah, I'm struggling to keep it where I want it on the trail. It doesn't want to turn. It's happy going in a straight line. So maybe it's a muscle car in disguise. That's a possibility. Another potential hiker victim. Kneecapped her a little bit. Maybe caught her with the mirror. Definitely doing a good job with hikers today, though. It's going to be a problem once I get down here where the cops start spawning, potentially. That could always be an issue if they're in the way. And I think they are a bit in the way on this one, actually. I think we have a bit of a unconventional route that we take. We've got that cop right there who doesn't see me until now. But he stopped. This one's on the trail, so I can't go on the trail. So instead, I'm just going to go over the log because, you know, a low-slung sports car should totally be able to just bounce up and over a log like that and not have its front end just shattered. It's fine. A little too much speed there, and bounciness. The tree of many crashes claims a fresh victim. It's been a while. That tree doesn't get to see as much action as it used to, mainly because I know it's there now and I know how to get around it. First dozen or so little off-road videos, maybe even longer than that, that tree saw a lot of action. A lot of action. I am tempted to go back. Oh, understeer. I am tempted to go back and test some of the older cars to see if I can get better times out of them now that I know the mountain a lot better. We're down 2 minutes, 31 seconds. Kind of a weak attempt there, Commander. I'm not going to lie. Avenger still out in the distance, just observing in autopilot mode. And we're taking the damage descent down, just like that. And, yeah, it's damage descent. Not a lot to talk about there. You go down the mountain. Though a lot of people do wonder why we do this part. It gets asked every once in a while, why do we go back up top and then go off the side? Well, one, it's just kind of fun to see the cars get tortured. It's just kind of entertaining. Especially when they get stuck or they blow up. But two, a lot of people, when they get to the top of Mount Chiliad, aren't so careful. They're a typical GTA driver, and they wind up falling off the mountain. So, you know, it's a nice idea to see how can it handle being bounced around and what type of damage can you expect to see. As well as, you know, how does it just handle this far from ideal terrain. Oh, look at that. That was beautiful. Almost perfect through that tunnel. My driving skill is, well, not so good there, but at least I got through pretty easily. Well, my driving skill is pretty good, I must admit. There's your bingo. There's your bingo card slot. Coming down to the last little bumpy muddy bit. Been a really quick descent. Was hoping to get up and over that wood pile. I think I just heard a bit of an engine rattle. I'm not 100% certain, though. The volume in my headset's a little low today. But we are down in 1 minute, 26 seconds. There's that red carbon is there. Well, let's take a look at the damage on the Itali RSX. Most of the windows and lights are gone. Left door clearly missing. The engine cover in the front will not close, and there is minor body damage. Apparently, Sven had his car rigged to explode, and it exploded before it should have. So it's kind of hard to get a shot of the support vehicles. They felt it was unfair that Azan survived, so Donkey or somebody blew up his car. That's going to do it for this week's Will It Off-Road. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought about it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and get subscribed for future GTA Online content, including Will It Off-Road on Mondays and Rockstar News every Thursday. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.